Long before the mighty pharaohs ruled from the towering pyramids of Giza, a forgotten kingdom was already carving its legacy into stone. Not in Egypt, but in the lands to the south. Here, in the ancient sands of Nubia, modern-day Sudan, black kings raised pyramids hundreds of years before Egypt's golden age. Yet few today even know their names. This is not just a tale of lost kingdoms. It's a story that challenges everything we thought we knew about African history and about the very foundations of civilization itself. Along the banks of the Nile, far upriver from Cairo, lies the ancient region known as Kush, a harsh, sun-scorched land, rich with gold, ebony, incense, and iron. It was here, in this sacred corridor between sub-Saharan Africa and the Middle East, that the kingdom of Ta-Seti, literally land of the bow, rose in power as early as 3500 BCE. Let that date sink in. That's centuries before the first Egyptian dynasties, before Djoser's step pyramid, before the Great Sphinx opened its eternal eyes to the desert. Archaeologists once believed the Nubians were mere imitators of Egypt, but the more we dig, the more that narrative crumbles. In 1979, a team of excavators near Qustul in Lower Nubia unearthed a royal tomb. Inside was a beautifully carved incense burner, blackened with age, yet delicate in its craftsmanship. What was etched into its stone shattered decades of assumptions. A royal figure seated on a throne, wearing the white crown of Upper Egypt. Around him, symbols of kingship, falcons, standards, and processions, clear and unmistakable. But here's the twist. This tomb was older than Egypt's first pharaoh, Nama. Was it possible that the very iconography of Egyptian kingship, its crown, symbols, and rituals, originated in Nubia? This revelation sparked controversy in the academic world. If true, it would mean Egypt didn't invent the idea of the divine ruler. They inherited it. As we journey deeper into Nubia's history, another forgotten capital emerges from the shifting sands, Napata, and later, Meroë. While the pyramids at Giza are unmatched in size, it is Meroë, over 500 miles south of Cairo, that boasts more pyramids than any other place on Earth. Over 200 of them to be exact. Narrower, steeper, and often clustered together, these Kushite pyramids are strikingly elegant, their sharp silhouettes slicing into the desert sky. Each one was a tomb for a king or queen of Kush. But these were not pharaohs in exile. No, these were rulers in their own right. Warrior kings, priest queens, and iron lords who controlled trade routes, challenged empires, and built a civilization that lasted nearly 1,000 years. One such ruler was Piye, also known as Pianki. In the 8th century BCE, Egypt was weak, fractured into squabbling petty kingdoms. From his southern seat in Napata, Piye saw opportunity. Not with the greed of a conqueror, but with the zeal of a man on a divine mission. In a campaign chronicled in stone and still preserved today, Piye marched north, sweeping through Egypt like a rising tide. He didn't just conquer it, he reunified it under a single banner, restoring temples, respecting customs, and worshipping the gods of Egypt as his own. When he entered the holy city of Thebes, he wept with reverence. Piye became the first pharaoh of Egypt's 25th dynasty, known today as the Black Pharaohs. For nearly a century, Kushite kings ruled both Nubia and Egypt, presiding over a renaissance of art, architecture, and religious reform. The temples they built at Jebel Barkal rivaled those in Thebes, and the queens of Kush, called Kandake or Candace, would later terrify even the armies of Rome. One Roman general, Petronius, tried to invade the kingdom of Meroë around 23 BCE. He expected an easy conquest. Instead, he was met by fierce archers and a queen who led from the front lines, Queen Amanirenas. Blinded in one eye and wrapped in lion skins, she fought with the fury of a mother protecting her children. Petronius retreated, Rome never returned. But the most haunting question still remains. How did such a powerful and sophisticated civilization fade into the shadows of history? Some blame the rise of desertification. Others point to shifting trade routes, Roman pressure, or internal strife. But perhaps the real answer lies in something deeper, the way history is told. Western scholars long favored Egypt for its grandeur, its proximity to Greece and Rome, its Greek-speaking rulers of the later dynasties. Nubia, by contrast, was darker-skinned, less understood, and further from the classical gaze, so it was pushed to the margins of textbooks until now. Today, new generations of archaeologists, many of them African, are uncovering the truth, pyramid by pyramid, inscription by inscription. The Kingdom of Kush is no longer a footnote to Egypt. It is a beacon in its own right. A civilization that taught us power need not always come from the north, and yet the greatest mysteries remain unsolved. What secrets lie buried beneath the sands of Kerma, where the bones of warriors still rest in tumuli graves? What was the purpose of the strange sun discs carved into Meroitic temples? And why, even after centuries, can we not fully decipher the Meroitic script, the written language of this once mighty empire? Who were they truly, these forgotten pyramid builders of the south? Their stone monuments endure. Their legacy pulses through the veins of modern Sudan, but their voices are still waiting to be heard. If you found yourself as captivated by this lost legacy as we are, don't stop here. Hit like, drop your thoughts or questions in the comments, and subscribe to History Off the Map for more untold stories from Africa, Asia, and beyond. Because history isn't just what we've been taught, it's what we've yet to uncover.